What's good, YouTube? Yeah, um, draft just happened, just finished up, and I wanted to share my thoughts on what happened during the draft. Now we did go live on my channel, um, so you did hear how I felt in real time for round one. So if you looked at that, you should already know. But if you haven't, I'll go through how I felt. So, of course, when the one-on-one happened with Cam Ward, we all anticipated that. So, didn't do anything. But the trade that happened with the Cleveland Browns and Jaguars was a surprise. And Travis Hunter going to the Jaguars. So he will have on his side Brian Thomas and being thrown the ball by Trevor Lawrence. So that is a good thing. I do think it's going to take a hit. Brian Thomas is going to take a hit because Hunter is the better prospect. So I know everybody's still high on Brian Thomas, but I'm not going to be as high as I was before this. Um, Ashton Genty goes at number 6 to the Raiders, and hey, it's gonna be fantasy points galore. I've said that already. Um, I used Raiders backups at the end of last fantasy season to help me through the fantasy playoffs, and they was able to score points. So I'm expecting him to go there and wreck shop. Next, we got Tech McMillan going to the Panthers at the 8th overall spot, and it might work. That might work out good. I wasn't expecting Tech to produce like year one, to be a mega producer year one, but maybe year two he might come on. That's what I felt. But he's going to a wide receiver room where he's hands down the best receiver. I think Leggett could produce some this season, but he hands down gonna be the best receiver. So we just gonna see if they're gonna force feed him or not. That's the only thing. Will they force feed him? Colston Loveland goes to the Bears at the 10th overall spot, and don't know how I really feel about this because I was like, man, Komet is not a bad tight end. So that is kind of weird to me that you would draft Colston Loveland, but if you drafting him this high, I would think you have a plan for him. So I guess he instantly goes to the tight end one. And some people already had him as the tight end one of this rookie class. Um, and that's because Tyler Warren ended up going to the Colts, and that's at the next pick, at the 14th overall pick. He went to the Colts, and that is a bad landing spot. I did not want any parts of any tight end that goes to the Colts. He ended up going to the Colts. Yeah, I'm hearing the organization rave about him and how they're going to use him. Yeah, we'll see. It sounds better. It sounds easier saying than doing. So we will see. I would not be investing any Tyler Warren until I'm able to see it with my own eyes. I don't know anyone down in the Colts that is moving the needle, doing something awesome offensively. Whoever the OC is, I don't see that. So I don't expect them to get the potential out of Tyler Warren. I do not. I do not. Um, Mika Buka goes to the Ohio State. That was a confusing pick, but I mean, I understand it. now that I heard more people talk about it, I mean, both of their wide receivers are over 30. Why not? Why not get someone you had high ranked on your board? Got it. Amari Hampton to the Chargers. That was another confusing one. And I was like, man, you just got Najee Harris, and Najee Harris is gonna be fine. Now he don't have the juice of Murray Hampton is, but he gonna be fine. I assume they could have got some other need and got another running back later in the draft. I don't understand these teams sometimes, but Murray Hampton gonna go there and he gonna eat. He gonna go there and be a dog. He gonna tell Najee Harris to hold my beer. Next at the 23 overall pick, we had the Packers taking Matthew Golden, and I was hoping they go to a spot where he will get utilized more as a weapon. They can't even find a way to put Jaden Reed in for more snaps. Got him playing 57% of snaps. You're not even utilizing the talent that's on the field, man. So I don't trust Matthew Golden to be utilized to his full potential. So he's not going to do much over there in my mind. I can't see it. He might, matter of fact, they might just have him take in the other guy, Christian. Is it Christian Watson? They might just have him taking his place as a field stretcher. We had Jackson Dart going in the first round to the Giants, and that was another interesting pick but since you picked Russell, I'm guessing they wanted a way to have multiple outs. Got Russell, got Jameis Winston, now I got him. They got a way to get multiple outs. I don't see Jackson Dart starting until later in the season. Because I can't see Russell Wilson making his team good. So once they realize this team is not going nowhere, around I don't know what game that would be, game 10, game 8, game 10, and they make the decision to put Jackson Dart in, or they can have him sit for the first season. And I highly doubt that would happen since people jobs are on the line. And that was all our fantasy relevant picks in the first round. So at the end of the first round, of course, I was like, dang, Shador didn't get picked. Dang. Okay, he's surely going to get picked at the top of the second. I was like, I honestly thought that the Browns was going to trade in at the end of the first round to get Shador and put him on so they can get the 5th-year option. That's what I thought they was going to do, and they fooled me. Didn't trade up to get Shador and didn't take Shador in the second round. So yeah. Um, at the 202, the Texans selected Jaden Higgins. I like that. I like Jaden Higgins as a prospect. And hey, he adds to the offense big time. I don't know. I think with the other wide receiver there, and why is it skipping my mind? Who's the other wide receiver there? He is definitely going. He's not going to be able to reach his ceiling. So that's how I feel about that. Nico Collins. With Nico Collins there, he's not going to be able to reach his ceiling. But I definitely like him, and he might be able to grow and do his thing. Maybe by year 3, he might be the man there. It might be his team by year 3. Don't know. At the 204, Quishon Judkins went to the Browns, and a lot of these landing spots, I felt like I could have guessed. Like his comparisons was a little Nick Chubb, and of course they replaced him with Nick. They placed him, placed Judkins, with Nick Chubb. They replaced Nick Chubb with Judkins. So a lot of these teams have a type. That's what I realized. A lot of these teams have a type. So, and that's what happened last. Was that last year or the year before when Gibbs came out? Because I was like, man, Gibbs, the places he fit is San Fran and or like the I was like he reminds me of Swift. And then I just didn't realize they was gonna get rid of Swift and put him there. So that was interesting. Travion Henderson goes at this 206 to the Patriots. Of course, I don't think they're gonna use him at the workhorse back. I'm sure they're gonna split the carries between him and Stevenson and do like a thunder and lightning thing. But Trevion Trevion be fine because he hit home runs. He'll be fine. You got Luther Burden going to the Bears. That was another head scratching pick. But what did I say about Luther Burden? I said I want to see him go to a good offense or a good offensive coordinator that is going to utilize him in a correct way, and he's going to vote. This is supposed to be a good offense. This is a good offensive coordinator, so I'm going to trust that process. And, I'm going to trust it. So I will be owning a lot of Luther Burden. Now if he just was dropped on like the Titans or the Saints, just randomly drop anywhere else, I would have been out. But this is one that, I'm going to have faith in the OC. They're going to utilize him to his full potential. Now, they got a lot of talent on that team. So um, he might be capped at a certain ceiling. But I heard a lot about Ben Johnson, like to utilize slot receivers. And if that's the case, he might surprise you this season. Next at the 208, we have Tyler Shuck going to the Saints. And I'm a Saints fan. I was a Saints fan until you chose Tyler Shuck over Shadur. I said, I'm done. I'm done. Because I'm only giving you my support because it's a hometown scene. It's not like you've been doing anything. You make bad moves at the bad moves. I am done with the Saints. So I'll maybe become a Ravens fan or something. I'll be cheering for them or something because Saints I'm done with. And I didn't have a good grade on Tyler Shark. Some people did. So only time can tell how it go down. He'll get a chance to start this season because it seemed like Cora not gonna play. So he might start. Maybe he'll start game one. And we'll find out if he injury prone or not. The man has been injury prone throughout college. For some reason, I don't think it's going to change in the NFL when he gets to the big leagues. But we'll see. Mason Taylor goes to 210 to the Jets, and Mason Taylor is a decent prospect. I don't know how much he's really going to move the needle as a fantasy option, but he'll be a good football player. I think he'll be a good pro. Um, at the 214, we got Terrence Ferguson going to the Rams. Now, you might have to wait on him, but I like this pick. Terrence Ferguson did earn my predictor badge um, as a future tight end one. So, you might have to wait on this kid, but he earned the badge and he went to a good offensive scheme coach. So this is a tight end I'm definitely going to bet on. I'm going to bet on him. Um, Elijah Arroyo went to the Seahawks at 18th spot in the second round, and I seen a lot of people excited about this. Like he just gonna go and overtake Noah Fant. Like he's just so much better than Noah Fant. I don't think so. I mean, do you not remember Noah Fant as a prospect? I know he haven't did nothing in the NFL, and sometimes it take a while for the tight ends to produce. But I'm just letting you know, you might want to go back and check Noah Fant as a prospect. So I don't think Elijah Aurora is just going to go there and outproduce Noah Fant. But hey, I've been wrong before because with the coach speak, he talking about how he can run all these routes all over the field. And if they're really going to utilize him like that year one, then hey, Elijah Royal to the moon. That's gonna happen, but we will see. My man Trey Harris went 23rd pick of this round to the Chargers, which was a good landing spot for him. So I'm still all in on Trey Harris. That works for me. Good quarterback, offense that I trust. Even though I know they want to run the ball, I'm still with it. Jack Betch goes to the Raiders with the 26th pick of this round, and I don't know what the Raiders doing. What are they just picking guys that look like picking receivers that look like car salesmen or insurance salesmen? Like, what's going on? Where's the juice? I mean, I don't know. Bet should be fine, but I mean, I would have thought you already got like a Betch type player with Jacoby Myers. I would have thought you needed some juice at the wide receiver position, but he'll be fine. This was a surprise and pick for me, RJ Harvey going in the second round. That surprise to the Broncos. I wasn't high on RJ Harvey only because I assumed he wasn't going to get the draft capital. Now that he got second round draft capital, that changes everything. I like him as a player. A little on the older side and on the shorter side, but you going to the Broncos where with Sean Payton, so he's gonna get the Sean Payton bump. People are going to be drafting him higher than maybe other running backs they should be drafting because they're going to be thinking about all the fantasy points Sean Payton is going to scheme for this guy. So we will see. I don't know. I haven't really settled on where I'm going to draft him at in my rookie draft. Haven't really settled because it's gonna be him versus Caleb Johnson. I think a lot of people will draft him over Caleb Johnson. And as a prospect, Caleb Johnson is a better prospect, but RG Harvey has some juice. Has some juice and might gonna be in a position to be a league winner. So that's why. So I understand why people will be drafting him over, but if you're going with the safe pick, it might be Caleb Johnson. All right, let's go to the third round. And after that second round, I was like, what is going on? Why is Shador still on the board? I'm baffled. I'm puzzled. So I'm just letting you know what my thoughts was when that happened. When that happened. So third round hit, my man Harry Fanning Jr. goes to the Brown. Not thrilled about that. Not thrilled about that whatsoever. I was hoping he'd get dropped in a good offense or get second round draft capital. He didn't get either of those. Didn't get the second round draft capital. got by the Browns, going to the Brown offense. But I still have faith. If I have faith in my badges and my eval, I'm still going to be drafting me some Harold Fannin Jr. And I just gonna have to wait on him. That's all. I don't think he's better than Njoku right now. Kyle Williams goes to the Patriots, and people, like this, feel he can go there and take over, and it's a chance that could happen because I don't think Diggs going to be ready week one. I'm not 100% sure about that. So this man can go there and handle up, and at the same time, he can go there and not do much, just like Javon Baker didn't do much because we was excited about Javon Baker, but he didn't show up. I mean, so it's a number of outcomes can go with that. At the sixth pick of the third round, we have Isaac Tesla and going to the Lions. So this is a trace guy. Tesla did not produce. He did not produce much. Matter of fact, let me go look up how much this guy produced. When I say the man did not produce much, my goodness, the man didn't produce much. We'll look at his college stats. Um, he produced at a small college, I guess in FCS, and then he switched to Arkansas in 23. He got 34 catches, 351 yards. That's it. 2024, 28 catches, even less catches, but he did put up more yards with 546. So this is one of them guys you're going to have to project. You know, maybe they have a plan for him. The Lions have a plan for him, and maybe they can get the full utilization out of him. I do like him. I will say that. Now the badges that he earned might be more so based off of athleticism, but with a guy like this, I'm going to trust the offense that he went to. And because I'm hearing the rumors about Jameson Williams potentially getting traded, if that happens, Tesla to the moon. Tesla to the moon. I can see him easily taking that position. So I will definitely own shares of him. Next, we got Pat Bryan to the Broncos, and I'm like, I didn't even do finish my profile on Pat Bryan. I didn't think the man was gonna be drafted. To be honest, I ain't finished my profile. So when I seen this, first thing I'm doing, like, let me go ahead and finish this profile on him. And two things I'll say about this. One, I don't think he earned any of my badges. Let's see. Don't think you where you see that. Oh, he take that back. He did earn the Alpha badge. Okay, I was happy to see that because I don't like to trust no one that don't earn any of my badges. So he earned the potential Alpha badge, but here's the surprise. I like this film, and I don't go in thinking I'm gonna like someone film that I haven't even done a profile. And I was just like, man, the man ran 4.61. That's probably why I was in a rush to do no profile. I'm like, ugh. Haven't heard nobody talk about him. He ran a 4.61. Ugh. When looked at the film, was like, this guy kind of looked good. I think I made a mistake by not watching this. I was like, so, and I know if Sean Payton endorses a player, probably going to utilize him, just like they was utilizing a guy I never heard of before was Vele or whatever. I never heard of that guy before. He was utilizing the hell out of this guy. Now he picked this guy talking about, he reminds me of Michael Thomas. I'm telling you, you got a lot of Michael Thomas traits. I got to draft him. Now I'm gonna be fighting with other people, probably. So I might not earn as much as him, but I like them. Coach talking them up. I'm with it. I'm all for it. We got Jalen O going to the Texans, so Texans end up getting both of the Iowa State wide receivers. I really like Jalen O. I thought he would have got second round draft capital, to be honest. Don't know how I feel about Jalen O and his teammate going to the same team. Don't know how I feel about that because they're gonna be fighting with each other for fantasy points and fighting with Nico Collins. I don't really like that. Um, Jalen O, and you got Kirk still there, Christian Kirk. So he might not produce right away, but I'll bet on Jalen O definitely for next year. I'm definitely still with Jalen O. I really like him. Caleb Johnson goes to the Steelers, and this was another easy one I could have predicted because I mean, his team school was yellow and black, and I couldn't see him in nothing else but yellow and black. So I thought Steelers, but and it ended up happening. Um, so he's going to fall into the Najee Harris role. And funny thing is, Brock, as many people that love them some Caleb Johnson, what I said earlier, a lot of these teams like the same type because I kept telling people that love Caleb Johnson, I'm like, bro, y'all love Caleb Johnson but hate Najee Harris. I don't understand. I don't understand it because they're the same type of running backs, and now he's going to replace Najee Harris. So yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Saving Williams goes to the Packers 23rd pick. I'm good. Like they got more than enough receivers there. They're not going to be able to feed everyone. This guy wasn't. I didn't like him as a prospect in the first place, and now he got to go fight, fight to make his way up the depth chart. So I will not own any of him. Jalen Monroe goes to the Seattle Seahawks. Depending on where people are drafting him, I might earn some. I think they just trade for Sam Howell also, so they trying to definitely have a competitive quarterback room, just in case things going downhill with Sam Darnold or Sam Darnold goes down or whatever. Dylan Gabriel goes to the Browns, and when this initially happened, I was like, okay, Gabriel can probably go there and take over that quarterback room. This is the former Heisman runner-up. So yeah, former Heisman finalist. I'm not gonna say runner-up because Ashton Gently actually was the runner-up. He was a finalist. Last pick of the third round, Ty Felton goes to the Vikings. I do like Felton, but I mean, he's gonna be put on a depth chart, so he's not gonna get much out of him. If Addison start requesting a lot of money, then maybe you'll see him when they have to let Addison go. All right, so the fourth round we got it's a Shamir Dyke goes to the Titan. I'm good on any wide receiver going to the Titan without draft capital. Pass. Bershaw Tootin goes to the Jaguars. I don't know. Got people excited about this, but you got a first round pick and a third round pick there, and he was picked in the fourth round. I all his traits more so are athletic traits. I don't think he's going to be able to go there and be a better running back than them two. Not year one. So I don't know. As I said, this guy reminded me of Anabana Bakanda. I'm probably chopping up his name, but a lot of his badges he was set up to earn was more so because of his athleticism. Then when he get need to drop draft capital, he looked totally like a different prospect. And that's the same thing with Tootin. I mean, without getting the draft capital, you're not the same prospect for me. Next, we got Cam Scatterable, and I was disappointed that he didn't get third round draft capital. But the kind of profile that he had, I still was going to invest because I knew a team would give him, he's going to earn touches wherever he go. I'll find a way to earn touches, and he went to a spot without a running back with much draft capital. He just needs to beat out Tyrone Tracy. That can be done. So I think that's good for Cam Scatterable. I don't know how high he will be going in rookie drafts, but I will be trying to draft him as high as possible. I got currently got him at the 206. Now I'm willing to draft him. That's probably mm, the probably highest I could draft him is probably the 204, to be honest. And I'll be leaving meat on a bone if I draft him at the 204. Feel comfortable drafting him at the 206 because I think Tyler Shuck got to go before him. Matthew Golden, now that's questionable whether you want to pull the trigger on him, but even though he's a first round receiver, I just don't trust Green Bay to get the most out of him. So, um, Dante Thornton. Now, remember, I was just saying in the other round that where's the juice when Betch got drafted? Where's the juice? I need a wide receiver with juice, and here it is. Dante Thornton Jr. goes to the Raider sixth pick of this round, and I really like Dante Thornton. He has the height, has the speed, 4.3 speed. Like he's like 6'4". Yeah, I'm with it. Um, Arian Smith goes to the Jets. No draft capital. I'm good on the Jets. They're not going to support that many wide receivers, but dude's definitely got speed. Um, my man Trevor Etienne goes to the Panther, and I feel different ways about this. If Trevor Herbert goes down, Trevor Etienne go eat. He will come in to play. This man can play, so feel good at him being one running back away. Making up the depth chart as the number two. But that's about it. Woody Marks goes to the Texans. I hear a lot of people excited about this spot for him, and I really like this film. So I understand it. High pass catcher, high level, caught a lot of passes. Really like this film, so I understand the excitement. Fifth, what round we in? Fourth round. I guess he could be one spot away. He can get up the depth chart at the two. I don't know if you think Damian Pierce is dust, then he can make it up the depth chart as a running back too. And Mixon is not always healthy, so you might see him sooner than later. Jaquace Hunter goes to the Rams. Um, he can play. I think he'll be a backup. He's gonna be the third, so he maybe next year he can be the second because I don't know. Kyron Williams maybe got one more year. Maybe if they let him go because they don't like to pay running backs. Maybe you can see him if something happened to Blake Corum. But I don't think I'll own any Hunter. Gunnar Helm goes to the Titans. I really don't want Pete on the Titans. I'm not a Hunter Helm fan. Dylan Sampson goes to the Browns, and I thought I had a higher grade on Dylan Sampson. I wondered if they're going to deploy. Let's go split the backfield, and Judkins going to be the Thunder, and him be the Lightning. I'm interested in how that's going to go. Jalen Lane to the Commanders. He'll be a contributor. He has speed. Jalen Royce to the Chiefs, fourth round pick. They got a lot of receivers. So if you picking him, it's for the long haul. I don't think you'll get much out of him for year one. Um, Alec Alamanor, man, a lot of people had a high grade on him. I thought it was BS, and he went to the Titans. So already a prospect I don't like. Then he went to a situation I don't like. I'm good. Good luck. Good luck. And if y'all want to go ahead, Jordan Watkins, I think I looked at Jordan Watkins and he was decent. I didn't even have a profile set up on him. Um, yeah, he was decent. His film was straight. But I mean, it's only so much you're gonna be able to do going to the 49ers with no draft capital. So you're just gonna be buried on the depth chart. So I won't own any of him. Um, round 5, we got Shador Sanders finally coming off the board, and still he got a path to be the starter. If he goes there and really handle his business, he has a path to be the starter. They have made it to the point where it's going to be very, very competitive quarterback room because currently, we're not expecting Deshaun Watson to play this next season. So I think they got Flacco, Pickens, Dylan, Gabriel, and Shador. So of course, I don't expect Shador to, start game one or anything, but he has an opportunity to maybe go in there and take that job. Now, people say he the best quarterback in that quarterback room. I don't know if I believe that. Every time Flacco come in, he execute. Every time Flacco comes in, he execute. And Dylan Gabriel was a Heisman finalist. So that's why I say he need to get in there and work. If he looking for it to be handed to him, you're not going to hear from Shador. Um, James Jordan James goes to the 49ers. Jordan James is okay with me. I don't remember me having a high grade on Jordan James. He's okay. He's kind of like he remind me of Mason, who they got rid of. I would, sometimes they draft the athletic running back, then sometimes they draft the different build. And this is the different build. This is the Jordan Mason. I like the crescendo type of backs when they get them. So I'm not really hyped up, but you always want a piece of the 49ers backfield because running backs go down in that offense all the time. Jaden Blue goes to the Cowboys. I see some people kind of intrigued by this. I'm not. His profile didn't stick out. I don't think he's better than Javonte Williams. So uh, DJ Gittin goes to the Colts, so he'll go there to be the backup. And they had a lot of DJ Gittin fans. He is going there to be a backup. Maybe he can fight his way up to depth chart. I mean, he should be the most talented running back there after JT. So he should be make his way up the depth chart to number 2, and then JT missed some time, which he does a couple games. You'll get to see from him. Um, I don't think I made a profile on this guy. Keandre Lombard Smith goes to the Chargers, but you're going in the 5th round. I'll be honest, I don't care about 5th round wide receivers unless you was high on my list. I can care less about a 5th round receiver. I'll make a profile on him eventually, but I don't have one yet. Haven't heard a single person mention his name until he got drafted. Mitchell Evan goes to the Panthers. He'll be a contributor. Now this is a sleeper. Uh, Oronde Gaston goes to the Chargers. Now he can be used as a weapon because this more like a wide receiver, a big wide receiver, than a tight end. So this can be intriguing. Maybe they can cultivate him and utilize him as a weapon. Corey Holton goes to the Seahawks. Not really. I saw a lot of people kind of liking Torrey Horton before the draft. I don't know about that landing spot. No, he has some speed, so he might can make his way on the field faster than um, usual for a fifth round pick. Jackson Hughes to the Bills. They don't move the needle. Ribby Alts to the Seahawks. um, yeah, it's getting rough now. Round six. Let's see if we got round six. Ollie Gordon, that's my man, goes to the Dolphins. I saw a Dolphins fan like, oh yeah, just what we need, another running back. Yeah, Ollie Gordon. I might throw him on some rosters just because but I haven't really seen the Dolphins running back go down like that, so he might not see the day of light. Kyle McCall goes to the Eagles. You'll be buried on that depth chart. Devin Neal. A lot of people like Devin Neal and said they even like the spot. And the sixth round, you this dude drafted in the sixth round. You talking about I like the spot because they feel like the coaches don't like Kendre Miller. Look, I don't like it. I don't like. I'm not betting on a 6th round running back to go in there, and because now you betting for you hoping Kamara get out the way, and then Kendre Miller, who has 3rd round draft capital, you hope that they like Devin Neal over him. We'll see. Will Howard goes to the Steelers. That's interesting. That's interesting. Um, they can they can use him as a weapon if they get tired of Mason Rudolph. I'm hoping Rodgers go there because I don't know what the Steelers doing, and because I watch y'all pass on Shador too many times. Kalen Mullins goes to Titan. Titan did a lot of picks, and I'm not excited about none of them other than Cam Ward. Riley Leonard goes to the Colts. Taj Brooks goes to the Bengals. I do like Taj Brooks, so that's someone I don't mind drafting because it's not like the current starting running back has draft capital on the Browns. Graham Metz goes to Texans. Nothing, not significant. Gervin bought. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. It's not worthy of it. Wester goes to the Ravens. Does nothing. Jimmy Horn goes to the Panthers. Hey, my man, good. Loves him some Jimmy Horn. Him being drafted in the 6th round does nothing for me. Um, I can't see him beating out any of them other wide receivers on the depth chart. Tommy Morlett goes to the Ravens. Who? Who? I don't think I did a profile on him. Cam Miller goes to the Raiders. Okay. 7th round. Let's see what we got in the 7th round. Thomas Van Dunn. Finding, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he goes to the Giants. I did like him, and on Good, that's a good guy. He really liked him, but I don't know. He'll take time to cultivate if he ever going to do anything. Damian Martinez. Now, my boy Jay, he loved him some Damian Martinez. I thought the league would love him and he would go higher, but he did not. He adds to the depth chart in Seattle, so he will be buried on that depth chart. Curtis Rourke, that's another one that Jay liked, goes to the 49ers, buried on the depth chart. Rashard Smith goes to the Chiefs, so I like this one. I like this. This is interesting right here. This is interesting. It's not like no one is really leading that backfield. People thought Pacheco was dead. Pacheco might have took more time. The get back from the injury, and he might have a bounce back season this season. But if they don't, I think they got more talented running backs than Kareem Hunt on this in this backfield. And so I like this landing spot. I definitely will own some Rashard Smith. Um, Kyle Maganga goes to the Bears. He can be a two down running back, get some touches. Ted Johnson goes to the Buccaneer. Do y'all not have enough slot receivers? God dang. I guess maybe they're making nah, y'all got too many slot receivers. I can't even justify this pick. And I like Ted Johnson some. So he'll be fighting his way on the depth chart. LaQuentin Allen goes to the Jaguars. He'll be a part of the depth chart. Ricky White, my man Ricky White, goes to the Seahawks. He'll be a part of the depth chart. Phil Mafia goes to Dallas Cowboy to be a part of the depth chart. Caden Prather, Prather goes to the Bills. He'll be nothing. Keller Loner goes to the Broncos. You'll be nothing. Oh man, I'm not even saying. Nah, I do like this guy. Dominic Lovick, but he'll be like, what's that Carter guy? Like DeAndre Carter. This is a dude that he'll get some points every now and then. He'll eventually be like that. Like I equate him to like the Marion Douglas. Like, that's this guy. So I did like this guy, Phil Krosky Moret goes to Commanders, but at this point, 7 round pick, he'll be a part of the backup. But I did like his film. Never this guy, this tight end, you'll just be a backup. Junior Bergen, I never even heard of this guy. He'll go there and be a part of the depth chart. Luke Lachey, I think this was good guy, and he went to the Texans. You'll be a backup. And that we have it, folks. That's pretty much everyone that was drafted. Now, uh, I see I do got a couple people here. Should I? I do have a list. I do have a list on for my what I'm thinking I'm gonna do for the rookie draft. I could show that, but it's just in my mind. I'm not finished it, but I can show that where I'm feeling like the tiers should be set, and why not? Why not show that where I got a couple people here? Otherwise, I would have just got off. All right, let's see. All right. So if you looking at all these stuff, that means badges that they earn. So as just letting you know. Of course, Ashton Genty and Murray Hampton. I really like Travis Hunter, so I put him at 3. Cam Ward. Now, if you need a quarterback, I'm willing to take Cam Ward at number 2. If you need a quarterback, so maybe that should be a tier break right there. Is look, is Antigenti no matter what? First, get that out. It's Antigenti no matter what. You got the one-on-one. You don't need a running back, or you got a bad team. You need to trade out that pick, or you drafting Antigenti. It just is what it is. But I would want Amari Hampton, then Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, then Judkins, Dart. Like I don't know where Dart gonna go. But if you're a quarterback needy team, might want to think about taking Dart right at the 206. I mean the 106. Is this still streaming, man? Why my computer died? All right, if it's still screaming, I guess I'll go ahead and finish what I was saying. So I was saying I'll take Trevion Henderson here, R.J. Harvey, Caleb Johnson. Not sure. I'm not sure. I'm still on the fence on how this is going to go because I know people are going to take R.J. Harvey higher than maybe he should get taken. Um, the safe bet probably would be Caleb Johnson. Safe bet probably be Caleb Johnson. Um, but if you don't need a quarterback, I guess this would be the line I draw for Dart. Dart shouldn't drop past the 209. At the 110, I have Trey Harris because I love me some Trey Harris. Higgins, and you see where I got Tech. I'm not a Tech McMillan fan. I know y'all was looking for Tech. I'm not a Tech McMillan fan. I won't own any Tech McMillan. And I'm not telling you not to draft any Tech McMillan because I did give Tech McMillan the superstar playmaker badge. Usually the players that earn that badge, they usually don't produce the first year. So that's why I've always tell people with Tech McMillan, if you really like him, go purchase him after year one. But Tech went pretty really high, so you might have to just go ahead and draft Tech if you like him and just work through his woes. But I, if I got him highlighted in yellow like this, that means I love this film. I did love this film. He just didn't get a high prospect score for me. Um, so in round two, and you see this long. So right there with Caleb Johnson at the 109, that's the tier break. So I want to get within the 109 to get whatever. And then another tier break I got is the 206. I want to get in there because that's the latest. Well, that's the earliest I feel I can draft Cam Scatterboo. I love me some Cam Scatterboo. So I got Luther, then Ibaka. I'm sure I'm messing up his name. Amika Buka and Buka. Never mind. There you go. Matthew Golden. I don't know about this Matthew Golden. He might drop. I don't trust Green Bay to utilize Matthew Golden to his full potential. Wish he would have went somewhere else. So probably not going to draft him this high. I got Colston Loveland up here. Probably a prioritize Colston Loveland over Matthew Golden. Tyler Shuck, I mean, I think they're going to give him a shot. And there's a chance he could hit. There's a chance he could hit. And, we always need a starting quarterback in Superflex. So this is a Superflex tight end premium thing, mock I kind of got set up. Um, you got Jalen Noel at the 2-7. Tyler Warren. This is where I'm taking Tyler Warren. That's how much I don't like his landing spot with the Colts. Now, of course, this can change, but if I ever love, if anything changed with the Colts, I can go trade and get Tyler Warren if I love him that much. But I don't love Tyler Warren like that. Like if Tyler Warren would have went to the Denver, Tyler Warren might have been 110. If Tyler Warren would have went to Denver, I might have drafted him at 110, 109. That's the big difference because he going to an offensive minded coach that is going to use people up to their abilities and get the full talent out, the potential out of them. Colts getting the full potential out of somebody, but stop. But stop. Then I got Betch and got then Williams. I probably would put. I like that. I got Betch right here because he got second round draft capital. I'm not that much of a fan of Betch like that. So I don't Right here, this is just a tier, so anybody can go anywhere, to be honest. This is just something I was just putting together when I was on putting some names, but I'm not even finished. I don't got all the backup running backs there, so I really want to just show you the first 2 rounds, what I got set up. When I put the rest of the backup running backs, then I can show you the rest of the rounds. But as you see with Tyler Shuck, only one sitting on his list, no badges, and I don't like that. I don't like no badge people, man. But hey, that's all I got for you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Peace.